First time I heard that we will be having a project proposal, first thing comes in my mind is the less fortunate. I think we should focus with them, especially with indigenous people. And during this pandemic, we should look for the others. We should be fair enough and remember that all of the students or young learners are really mothers. As we all know, all of us has the right to have an education and to experience the good quality of it. And I think that these indigenous people view that education is an important tool to improve their situation by pursuing economic, social, and cultural development. So by pursuing this project, I believe it will provide them individual empowerment and self-determination that they need. This will help them to reach their goals and believe with their abilities. I want to encourage them to go beyond their walls because as a future educator, I want to give them hope that no matter what the act is, the situation that we're facing right now is not a problem. Instead, we should take this as our motivation. This kind of situation made me realize that we should be a blessing to everyone.
This project proposal is important for us not just because we can get grades by doing it, but we are also able to give happiness to the students, especially those who are less fortunate and indigenous people. Not all of them are privileged in life. Sometimes the parents even have to prioritize their food rather than their education, and we choose to propose a project that gives books. As we all know, books are the first materials that we use to acquire knowledge. It's important in this generation that we should never stop using books because it is not just about how it can help us in our academic life. Books can also be life-changing. It inspires us and it motivates us to be the best and better version of ourselves.
When I heard that we'll be having a project proposal, I feel so excited and motivated. I love doing this kind of stuff, especially helping those people in the less fortunate, because for me, this is one of the best feelings. It's not just about a feeling, but also a priceless happiness. In these hard times, we should help each other, or we should focus on helping other people if we have an extra income or extra time to help. We also should focus to the young learners' education because that's the start of their journey to a good and better future. I think this project will help them to develop their communication, interpersonal, learning, and teamwork skills. As a future educator, I want to give my best to help and pursue them to continue their dreams. Nothing can stop us when it comes to education. Remember that in this time of pandemic, we should always help each other.
When we did a project to provide books and other school supplies to children who could not study due to the hardship of life, and the barangay we chose to visit was Barangay Bayan-Bayanan because here we find out that many could not listen because of the hardship of life. So as a student and we are doing a project, we will sincerely help by providing books and other materials that will help them even if they cannot attend on school.
When our professor told us that we will be having a project proposal, there are a lot of projects running in my mind. Way back in high school, we have a lot of charity cases, programs raised for the developmental growth of individuals, especially for the less fortunate ones. Since I came from Catholic school, they taught us on how to value mankind, how to spread love, whether it's a little or a big help. Everyone matters. Every race matters. With these trying times, not everyone are capable of having enough knowledge about what's happening in our socio-economic, and with this project, I'm looking forward for the better. The children will be having their brighter future ahead. Like what Dr. Jose Rizal said, ang kabataan ng pag-asa ng bayan. In line with this, I choose this project because we want that every child is educated. It is painful for me as a future educator to see a homeless boy walking without a slippers and illiterate. So we encourage everyone to study well and don't stress yourself in this time of pandemic because it is forbidden to get sick. There still have a lot of time to study. It is okay to be late in gaining knowledge because I, as your future educator, will support you no matter what. Providing books will be my greatest contribute for those who are not able to go in school.
It is my first time working on a project proposal. We are advised to think outside the box to discover new, uncommon, and creative ideas. We really wanted to come up with something different for our project. Since we are a future elementary educator, the first thing that immediately comes to my mind is the kids. Many students were left behind, especially during this pandemic. So we selected this project because we wanted to encourage Bayan-Bayanan children to continue their education despite the challenges we are facing. Instead of looking on the negative aspects of the circumstance, let us all look for the silver lining. Every school year, we know that giving books to children sparks their excitement. It will be heartwarming to watch how excited the children are to get these books. We wanted to bring out the genuine happiness from them. By continuing with this project, we will be able to assist many less fortunate families while also inspiring children to pursue their schooling. This will be a huge support to fulfill the dream of each children in Bayan-Bayanan. We must all learn to give back in this time of crisis. Many of us have the privilege to do so, so let us begin by giving. Let us be an inspiration to others and make a difference in their life.
Being a man means having a purpose, and that purpose is to serve people in any means that we can do to inspire more individuals and to create a transformative and innovative initiatives for our community. This proposal really brings in the far to my heart to continue on what I've started as a student leader, and also these people are really close to me since I've also experienced what they are going on through, and it is my duty and a responsibility to voice out their problem, and it must be concerned. And as a future educator, I want every child to continue their learning and give them the best and high quality education and overall support, and nobody must be left behind even we are experiencing uncertainties in our present time. Let us all lift each others up and continue to touch lives. Padayon, elementary educators. Maraming salamat po.